Hey guys, it's me, Aqua the Simmer, and today I'm going to be telling you guys a few tips and tricks that help me along the way to improve my skills when making Sims 3 series. So, just a few personal tips that I think really would benefit someone starting off making series is to plan. So, I can almost guarantee that the reason why I usually fail at making series is because I do not plan. So, when planning, you have a specific thing that you want to get to. So, you may have a specific sim that you're focusing on when creating a story, and that's what you should stick with. And I really do suggest going about a really creative story and not something that people do all the time, such as a teen pregnancy story or an abusive family. I feel like those are really overused, and being unique and creative will get you even more views. So, what I find is that if you want your series to be super successful, just having a creative way of introducing your Sims is also very important. This is going to catch your viewers' attention, and it's going to keep them wanting to watch even more, or even leaving your episode off with a cliffhanger. In my opinion, those are the best ways to kind of catch other people's attention. So, now I'm going to introduce you guys to some of the cheats that I've learned. So, if you didn't just see, I made the Options tab for The Sims disappear and reappear. And you can simply do this by pressing F10. Another trick that I've learned is the tab bar. So, if you hold down all together Shift, Control, and C, a light transparent-ish blue tab bar will come up at the top of your screen, and you are able to type in different cheats that will allow you to do different things with your Sims. So if you forget all of the cheats, you can simply type in help, and all of the cheats there will pop up. Now, if you type in testing cheats enable true, and then open the tab bar again and enter help, there will be even more cheats available. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Movie Maker cheats enabled true. When you enable this cheat, you are capable of doing different options with your Sims. So if I were to hold shift and click on Mason here, I'm able to do animations. I can delete him. I can trigger his, these ones come with just when you type in testing cheats enabled true. You can turn off look at. So if, okay, well you can't really see it right now, but so look ats are technically a fixed place where your sim is looking. So usually when talking, these are enabled, and they look directly at the sim. We have move objects on. We have hide headline effects on. We have slow motion viz, and I'll get to that one later. You can also do mother load or caching. Those are money cheats. If you do run out of money while you're creating a Sims 3 series, it's highly recommended that you use that and not suffer. So those are just a few of the cheats that I use. So, the testing cheats enabled true works both ways. So if I were to go to the mailbox, hold shift, and click on the mailbox, there are more options available. So I can control the supernatural population. I can force visitors, so this will force some random sim to come to my lot. I can make needs static. So needs are these bars right here. So if I do make the needs static, it will make all of my Sims, all the bars go green. And sometimes it does take a while, so I would suggest doing this as soon as you get into your game. So her needs are all the way up now. Um, you can also set the career for the selected sim. So if I were to set a career, Harlow would have this career. So you have all the different careers and you have the career levels. They don't tell you the levels, however, these are all the different levels of the military. You can force NPC. So these are all the different NPCs that you can force. So like a firefighter or police. So if you are in your series and you need the pizza delivery person, there you go. If you need a babysitter, right there. You can make me know everyone, so this sim will gain everyone that's in the town. You can make friends for me. That will also do people in the town, and then make all happy, so everyone in the town will have the static needs. So usually you're not allowed to pick up your Sims, but since I typed in move objects on, I can now move her wherever I want to. I can even place her inside an object, so if I want her in the shower, she can be in the shower. If I want her in the bathtub, she can be in the bathtub. If I want her one leg in the toilet, I can have one leg in the toilet. It's really helpful, especially when decorating your household, because sometimes Sim does not let you put objects inside objects, and it just helps a lot. You type in by debug, it will enable all these hidden objects, and usually I only turn on by debug for lighting. So when making a Sims 3 series, lighting is also very important. You can change the atmosphere because of the lighting colors, and it also just helps show the detail on your Sims. So these are just the circular lights that stay at the top, but you also have the face lights. These are just a little, they turn invisible once you go out of buy mode. So I was saying atmosphere before and how you can change the color. So by holding down Control and Shift, you can click on the light and you'll get these options. So you can turn it off, delete it, reset, clone, add the ability to add triggers and activated behaviors. I have no idea what the heck that is. I've never used that in my life. This isn't really important. This isn't important. So you can set the intensity. I usually go for normal, but if it's a faraway scene and I still want good lighting, I usually do bright. And if they're like watching a movie, then maybe dim. So I was saying color, you can change the color. You can even do a custom color if you know the codes. So say if it's a scary movie, I could turn it to red. So I can make this light red. And as you can see, the atmosphere kind of changes. So if I were to zoom up on her face because she's doing the inappropriate animation, it kind of looks like she's scared, and the lighting helps with that. And as you saw, after I went into live mode, it disappeared. And so did the circular light that I put over here as well. As you can see on the ground, I have pose player and animation player. These are essential to making a Sims 3 series. So Pose Player is very simple to use, especially if you have add-ons, and I'll put that in the description. So add-ons are what enable me to do this. So random quick poses will just randomize all the poses that you have in your game, and he will do almost every single one of them. Select a pose is just selecting a pose, and then pose by name is typing in the pose name. It's just really easy so that you don't have to travel back and forth to click on this specific square. Okay, so I'm going to select this pose, and we'll see what he does. So when you select a pose, they usually go into the pose that is created, and we're going to add to playlist. So I did create a mad to sad animation, and I want to see if it works because I did create it, and yeah. So I created this animation. It's not amazing. I preferably like to download other people's animations because they're better, but I did make the animation. Okay, so if you have all your animations in one specific block referring to this, it will loop every single one of them. So I usually have like 3 so that I can put one animation in one block, one animation in another block, and then play both ones looped for each sim, and that will make them do only one of the animations. Some of the camera tricks. So if you click tab, you will be in this mode, and you're capable of looking anywhere when you're in this mode. So over here, we have Harlow, and I'm going to show you a little camera trick that I love to use. So as you can see, we are currently looking at her horizontally, and if I were to click Shift and D, I can turn the screen so that we're looking at her vertically. Usually if you want fancy angles, or if like they're mad, you could just go by this angle. So you can go either way, so Shift D goes right, Shift A goes left. Just moving basics. So A, you go left, and then D, you go right. W is forward, S is backwards. If you want to get a low shot, so usually you see in Sims 3 series people walking. If you press Q, you go down to the bottom, and as you can see, I've reached her feet. And if you want to go higher up, you can press E. And you can even pass E, so that you're looking up, 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 way high up. So if your lerp duration doesn't work, mine isn't very well. If you wanted to make a dramatic scene, you could simply press A and take a video instead. So my game is usually always on full screen. It's 16 by 9, and this is because my editor is 16 by 9. The majority of my settings are on high. The mirrors and water aren't on high because I have reshade, so it doesn't necessarily need to be so high. But those are pretty much it. I told you guys about lighting, so I'll do a little refresher at the end just so that you guys remember. And I just want to let you guys know, editing. I know so many people who are upset because they can't afford a really good editing system. And I don't think it has to do with editing systems, because I used to use Movie Maker for Raindrops and it was absolutely amazing. People actually liked my series. And I was surprised because I wasn't using a high-end editor. So don't think that anything is holding you back, because you are the only thing that can hold you back. That sounds really cheesy, but I am 100% serious when I say that.